Pretty sure it's the last question. Yeah, it's the last one here. So we're saying the distribution of a random variable x follows the normal distribution with mean 25 and variance 340. Okay. So they're saying now the mean of a random variable of sample size n is drawn from this distribution and is x. So this is the random variable and this is the mean. So they should be different. So this one here should have a bar on top like that. I'm sure I just forgot. Okay. So now I want to find the probability that this mean is greater than what? 8. So here we are using the sampling distribution. So there are some few changes that we have to make to that formula that I'm showing you. Okay. So for the variable, let me write here. So we have this, right? For the x variable, it follows the normal distribution with 25 as the mean and 340 as the what? Variance. Okay. So for this, we said the z-score is just equals to what? X minus mu over what? Standard deviation. But immediately it becomes the mean like this. It means it has to change here, okay? Because this mean, remember how you find the mean, okay? So mean is equals to the total, the summation of all the xi's, okay, divided by the n, right? Which is the sample size. So this x here is found by dividing the what? The total of these xi's with the sample size. So it means this mean here will follow the distribution of a normal as well with, okay, the average will be the same, okay, but this guy here will have to be divided by what? By the n, which is the sample. Okay, so it means the z-score will also change. It will be, the z-score for the mean will be minus u divided by, okay, divided by, we have this guy here, the square root of this guy here. So we have, okay, so this guy here, we are dividing it by, by n, okay. So we're going to have here the variance, I should say, not the standard deviation, or the variance, and then we're dividing it by n. So this is what we have. Some people write it as x bar minus u is equals to, and then they take the square root here. So you're going to remain with the what? The variance divided by the square root of the what? n. So we're going to use this formula here for the z-score of the sampling distribution of the mean, and not this. Okay, so I've explained what we're going to use. So now let's look at the question. Okay, so the question is asking us to find what? Okay, so the question here, they're saying find the value of n correct to two significant figures, given that the probability of the mean being greater than 28 is approximate. So we've been given the probability. Okay? So we've been given the probability. Okay, so the probability that the mean is greater than 28 is equals to what? 0.005. Okay, so this here is greater than, we have to change it into a less than, guys. Okay, so it will be 1 minus p, mean is less than or equal to 28, and then this will be equals to 0.005. Okay, and then from here, take this to the other side, bring this to the other side. We're going to have the probability of the mean being less than or equals to 28, okay, as equals to 1 minus 0.005. Okay, and then from here, okay, so here I have 3 zeros here. Okay, I have 3 zeros, not 1, not 2. So it means here I forgot 1 0. Even here I forgot 1 0. Even here I forgot 1 0. Okay, so this is what we have. So this will be the probability of, and then now we can change this mean to the z-score. So we know that this guy here is just equals to what? Whatever we have here. Okay, so z is equals to this. So I'm going to replace this with z is equals to, and then we do the same to this 28. So 28 minus the mean, okay, this mean here. So the mean is what? 25. So I'm going to write that. So 25 divided by, okay, I have the standard deviation and then the root of n. So the standard deviation is what? Is the square root of this guy. Okay, square root of this guy here. That's the standard deviation because this one here is the variance. It's this. Okay, so I'm going to write square root of 340 and then divided by the square root of what? N. So remember our aim is to find this n. So this will be equals to 1 minus this. So that's fine. Okay, so from this, I'm going to have 0.9995. Okay, so this is what I will have. And then let's simplify this. So this will be P, Z, less than or equal to, this will be 5. Okay, divided by this square root of 340 divided by the square root of n is equals to 0.995. Okay, so this will be probability of z being less than or equal to, and then this one here, we know that this n will go on top, and then this square root will come down. So we have 5 root of n, and then root of what? 340. 9995. I forgot 19 here. Okay, and then from here, guys, we need to find the z-score of this probability here. Okay, we need to find the z-score of that probability. Okay, this probability is giving me 1. I assume there's a mistake somewhere because this one here, I can't find. Can I find such a probability? Okay, let's find. So we have 0.9995. Okay, I think we can. 0.9995. Okay, let's look for 0.995 here. Okay, 0.995. 0.999. Okay, so 0.9999999. 0.990, 0.991, 0.99. So you can find this one. So you've seen this probability is 0.9995. It's here. So to get our z-score, we're going to go up. Okay, we're going to go up here. We'll meet 0.7. Then we're going to go this side here. We'll meet what? 3.2. So we're going to add this 3.2 plus 0.7. Okay, so it means our z-score here, the value that should be here for us to find this probability, okay, is where is it? 0.7 plus 0.32. Okay, so 0.7 plus 0.2, it means this here should have been z is less than 3.27, and then this should give you this probability here. Okay, so now we want to equate this to this to find the value of n. Okay, so we're going to say 5 root of n divided by the root of 340 is equals to what? 3.27. Okay, so cross multiply, we're going to remain with 5n. 5 multiplied by square root of n is equals to this multiplied by this. What are you going to do? Okay, so we have the root of 340 multiplied by 3.27. So I'm going to get 60.298220. 7. Okay, but I want to find n, so it will be the root of n is equals to this number I divided by 5. Okay. Okay, so I do 60.29820.7 divided by 5. I'm going to get 12.0596414. But I want to find the value of it. So I'll square both these sides. So it means my n will just be equals to, you square this side, what are you going to get? So you have 12.0596414. Okay, and then squared. So this is going to give me 145.950. Okay, so it means the n, which is the size of the sample, will be approximately 145. So we are done. So this is the final answer. Okay, so we're done with revising this test 2. So kindly share with test 1 so that we revise it as well. Your quiz 1 and test 2. Okay. Otherwise, have a blessed night and continue studying and preparing for the exam.